Oh, Matt, hello, so Katie. Go grab my drink quick. I am back. No ad. Whoa! We tried doing a thing. It was a while back. We were trying to see like if we ran ads like once an hour, would it prevent people from having to see ads? And we determined yes for like 15 minutes. it was like I thought it'd be to do less ads, but it ended up it kind of made it so there was more ads. So we don't do that anymore. Supposedly, if you run an ad, you can disable intro ads for a while, but they're kind of like, I don't know. If it was like 30 seconds of ads would get rid of starter ads for an hour, sure. But it's like, no, it's barely anything. But hello, Soul Kitty, hello, Blur, Kite, Godzilla, and Matt. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Happy Tuesday. Michael just got home, but he's going to eat dinner, so he'll be an extra couple minutes. How are you all doing? It was actually pretty warm today. It was actually raining today, which for Minnesota in February, that's still a little awkward. Problem is we still have so much snow, so all that rain's going to do is just create a top layer of crust on everything. We're supposed to get back down to, I think, -4 for like one evening in a couple days, and then it's going to be right back up again. What is the 10-day outlook, actually? We have been relatively warm this winter. I mean, we definitely had our days below zero, but we normally have a significant number of days below zero, and it's actually been fairly tame. Yeah, everything's showing like an average around 20s. So, this weekend's going to be gorgeous. 37 degrees. It says it's 26 right now, Fahrenheit, but yeah, that's, it's still raining. I'm in the 40s in the middle of February. Yeah, normally we go, like the end of January is usually our coldest. So we would have been like negative temps for a long time, but we really didn't have that. It ended up being pretty mild, and this is oddly warm. Like, actually, I'll look up what's like the average by month. Average Minnesota temp by month. Our average temperature for January is anywhere from 4 to 22. In February, it's 11 to 28, and for the high, but we have been in the 30s almost pretty consistently. The rest of the month's going to be pretty average. I'm looking forward to April once we're getting to like in the 50s. 50s is where I want it. Did you watch the Super Bowl? I did not. We were streaming during the Super Bowl, and actually, it doesn't matter because I completely forgot that the Super Bowl was the thing. One of the coworkers really likes football was in today, and she was talking about something with it, and she goes, "Did you watch the game?" I'm like, I don't even know who was playing or who won. Like, I didn't even know there was a game. She was just very excited because she wanted some money. Because, you know, sports betting. Okay. I got to start it on like a goofy face. That'll work. Wait, I think I just remember I fixed the stream deck, right? Please tell me it's fixed. It is. Cool. I don't know what it was, but it, like when I went in there one time, everything looked fine, but all I had to do was literally touch it and then it started working again. Let me get my music up. That's the one thing I didn't do. But hello, everybody. I'll go back to the EDM group. I like that. Okay. Star Wars, nice title. I've just been kind of trying to grab titles from the different ones, but I think I've duplicated at some point. I don't remember. Anyways, hello, welcome to Tuesday. I did some work on this yesterday, actually. I was motivated, and so I was able to get done a few things. The one thing I did was I added more derps here so that they just kind of keep coming to a degree. But I did add this hallway. I wanted it to be kind of like an extra bright white kind of hallway back there. What time do you usually get on Tuesdays? I go 3 hours. So from this time till about 6, or from 6 to 9. Okay, let's go on. So yes, we got extra derps. We got the hallway finished. So this one's mostly done. I think I want to put some, I might fill in the areas like a little bit. I don't know. I'll figure that out. This one I did some changes. So I did the lighting. So this is probably pretty close to what the lighting will be. It's a little dimmer, but with this type of map, I want to brighten it up a little bit in post so that the stars are brighter. Where if I put the ships too bright, then I can't. So I had to modify the ship's brightness a little bit because their ship was not matching everybody else's. I also did make this so that the shadows are really strong, so that you can't really see some of the edges here, and they're really sharp because it's space. They kind of should be. I did add some bolts coming from the ships here around. This one looks. This is the giving him the reason for why he's doing the dodge. I think it was like review. And I did change this map out. I was using one before that had like a galaxy and whatever in it, but it was a little tight. This one is actually a different Star Wars star map, but it's much larger on the inside, so I don't have things going outside the wall. Because I was having issues with the laser fire from these different ships traveling outside the map and just disappearing in the middle of the air, and that wasn't really working. So I fixed that. And originally I was going to do like red bolts from the ships. Then I went and actually verified, and it's supposed to be green, so I left it green. I might still play around with some of the brightness on some of these because I think it still might be a little dim, but that's a later thing. I did some of the derpies in the ship here, so she's just kind of doing the spin. So these three are not done, but they're pretty close. I did find an issue where the glass is a separate model and it had been rotated weird, and I had to figure out how to fix that too. So yeah, I did. It was a lot of the like boring logistical stuff mainly. So the fire from these is just the same as all the other ones, except for I had just deselect the last one in the line, rotate all the rest, then deselect the next, rotate the next, and I kept doing that so that it does look like they're firing as they're turning the cannon. Oh, and the derpy that comes flying through right here, she actually did go through the X-Wing, so I fixed that too. This is what happens when the Imperial Army discovers the mirror pool and derpy. Oh yeah. So just spinning her there. We still have the chaos in here that I haven't really poked at all that much, though. If I remember right, it's kind of mostly done anyway. I would like to have it so that there are some shadows below her, but there's no way I'm going to be able to do that in this with this type of lighting. And then we had, oh yeah, we're doing the outside like one. They're much brighter here because the map I was using before was black, and now this one is not black. So I do need to do some stuff on this shot, I think. This is, I think, the only shot right now I have to do so that in a different map, because that lighting is not going to work. And I can't decrease the tone map scale because tone map scale decreases brightness. And while I could go in here and be like, tone map scale decrease, oh look, their brightness is normalized, it makes their blaster bolts dimmer too. And like, it's still actually pretty bright, but it doesn't work for, oh, and actually the background I think is self-illum, so anyway, I'm gonna fix the one thing with them. So they're going over this here hill thing, but they're not very accurate about it because there's uneven surface. Am I just using the 5 main derpies? I am. Okay, so that's you. All right, you're not even on the ground. Cheating derpy. I'm basically just gonna say whenever they're landing, that's when they have to be on the ground. So here. Oh, she wasn't even on the ground here. Wait a second. Okay. There's derpy. We're gonna have to offset this too. What's everybody been doing this week? How has your week been? I hope you've done some fun stuff or just worked. I don't know. Work can be fun. No, I can't. And well, if you're here, apparently you don't have a hot date. I don't either, but that's fine. It's okay. You get horses. You. Mm-hmm. There's derpies. Well, you could move it further if you want. I didn't. I
thought I wanted to be close to you.
No, that's really close.
Can't even get my legs out.
You move the derpy.
There. Sorry, by the way.
For touching me?
For just being here.
Oh. Yeah, you haven't
Sorry,
apologized enough for that.
Yeah. I feel like I need to apologize for my existence. How is everyone?
I apologize for breathing.
You get on me for that sometimes.
Yeah, I have.
Michael, you're sucking up all the oxygen? More valuable.
Because sometimes your oxygen breathing is very loud.
This is definitely like an old crap.
See, like that.
It's definitely my mother. She's the only one who would call. I'll be back.
Okay, he kind of hops into position there. Oh, actually, you can't even really see her after that anyway. Probably don't need to worry about that, but I'm still gonna worry about it just because things could change and I don't want to have it be screwed. There's a page's oxygen tax. Isn't that what carbon monoxide is, or dioxide? So which derpy is this one? That's you. Okay, that derpy is definitely cheating. Actually, she's just gonna go fully down there. Right there to there. Okay. CO2 is carbon dioxide. Monoxide, dioxide, they're both the same. Oh my goal is 14,012 equestrian bits. It's fees for boops. Illegal boops. He didn't have a permit. Okay. What did mother want?
My mother, along with both of my grandparents, all wanted to wish me a happy Valentine's Day.
We know you're all alone, so we wanted to make you feel better.
Yeah. So your elderly grandparents and your mom are wishing you a happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, the smoochies, dear.
Is that Derpy's on the moon?
Oh, it's on and off. I have them on the star map because I'm just too lazy to swap it right now. Derpy's on the moon.
My mom wanted to inform me that I bought you a box of chocolates, but I forgot to ship it, so you can get it when you come up here. Like
over there.
Yeah.
Did she say up there?
We've been over this. When you're going somewhere, you're going up. If somebody's asking you to come to them, you're going down to them. The world is round. There is no up or down.
But that's no. Because what direction is this?
That is a direction.
It is up
towards the sky.
Uh-huh.
I'd say up. I mean, if I was standing on my head, that way would be up.
No.
Because it's
not relative to me.
Well, if you're standing on your head.
I'm not standing on my head. Why would I do that?
Moment. Maybe you're trying to relive your youth or something. I don't know.
I never stood on my head when I was younger.
Why not? It's fun. Not now. It'd kill me.
trying to modify the derpies so that they actually are walking over the surface, like this derpy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good derpies.
I did something to make you happy.
What's that? Added more derpies.
I did add more derpies here, so there's a lot more derpies.
Okay, good. That is perfect. That's what I wanted. I just wanted an endless stream of derpies.
Not endless. You can see the end of the hall.
You shouldn't even be able to see the end of the hall. There should be more
There,
derpies.
because I would crash.
Do it in post. Add more derpies.
In post, you can't copy paste derpies.
I know what you did with that crowd of ponies in that video that'll never see the light of day.
That was a little different. This one has them all overlapping. That one worked because they were all separated. And no, actually, maybe not. Ooh. So we'll see on that.
We've heard stories. That's good.
No, did that. I added more laser fire, so now we can see like the reasoning why he's dodging. And the other ships are firing. I play with the lighting here. I play with the lighting here, so derpy's all spinning.
I feel like you need one more X-wing somewhere.
There's already 4 of them.
X-wings?
Yeah, there's one there, one there, one there.
Okay, cool. Didn't see him.
But
it'd be weird if they were only fighting one X-wing.
Oh, I have to be a little careful. I can see the shadow of the ship pop up under this one for a sec there, and it does fly into it, but this is the cutoff. So
yeah,
I think it'll be fine. Derpy Chaos, I still have to poke at that. But
can you replace the song you're using with Uptown Girl?
no, because Derpy is not living in a lonely world.
But she has got lots of derpies. But I feel like there needs to be a version of this with Uptown Girl.
Why Uptown Girl?
Because you just play Uptown Girl instead of the Star Wars theme, and then you'll know why.
Is she in the... No.
You're just worried about copyright.
Well, there is that too, but because this is going to be on... Or as a short, technically copyright is still a thing, but less of a thing. Or it's still relevant, but...
Can you play Uptown Girl now?
I could. But that one has a good chance of just getting the VOD blocked.
There's
certain songs that I know I can kind of get away with. And like Star Wars one I can get away with, but big songs from big name artists, those are really risky.
This Disney copyright, they'll come after. They'll send like the 7 Dwarfs to break your kneecaps.
That's fine.
How risky this is.
Goofy can...
It's Goofy time. No, Goofy, no.
Gosh, Goofy's here to punch you in the dick.
Goofy's gonna teach you about international copyright laws. He just snaps the belt.
Time for Goofy to crack the whip.
Amazing. Pretty sure everybody chatted and agrees Uptown Girl would be an improvement, but we will stick with the Star Wars song.
Putting things in people's mouths.
It's okay. Nightly will do it for me.
No,
I believe in him.
No.
I believe in you. Nightly.
Bad Nightly.
I believe in you.
No, that reminds me of remember that picture when George Lucas first sold Disney or the Star Wars to Disney?
No. I don't remember that at all. Was he being beaten up by Mickey? He's an old man, leave him alone. Oh, that's sad. He looks so sad. He's like, please, I'm being held hostage by these.
Look at this. I love that face.
He's so
they're
terrified.
like, well, part of the deal is you have to do this picture. I am not doing that picture. No, you signed it already. God damn it. There's nothing saying there saying I have to smile.
He must have seen that and he's like, they've ruined everything. Everything is wrong now.
I just that face. Oh, that is a mood.
That is somebody who does not want to be there.
And they're probably like, hey, can you get a smile? And he just keeps staring.
Yes, he's like, no, nowhere on the contract. Where did it say I had to smile?
I mean, this right here. Smile, George. Yeah, I love that picture so much, though. I knew if I searched like depressed George Lucas Disney, it would come up.
Yes. If only he had sold the rights to you and you could make this a whole series. Make billions.
I could.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hasbro doesn't want Pony anymore. You could just ask for it.
Oh, and apparently Disney's making a Wizards of the Coast like Magic card competitor using Disney characters.
A little broken there. Well,
It's fine.
The ground is broken.
It's fine. The camera's not going to show it. I'm just doing it just in case I need it.
It's gonna be hard to topple Wizards of the Coast, but at the same time, does anybody really want to see that D&D movie? Like anyone?
I was interested before just because D&D would be fun, but because of that whole OGL thing, yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a orcs and elves movie based around somebody's like D&D game.
No, it's I think it's similarly based in that universe, but not a D&D game.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be acting out like a D&D game, right?
Kind of. I don't think it's going to have like dice rolls or anything. There'll probably be references. I don't know. We'll see.
Like there's no book or
Truthfully.
anything that was written to promote it, or I don't know. I have zero interest in the D&D movie.
It's one of those movies that I will watch if I can find it at a pawn shop later or something. Like where the money that I spent to watch it goes in no way to the creator of it.
Yeah.
Which, like, I want to watch Life of Pi, but I do not like what they did to the 3D studio that would bait it. So when I saw it at a thrift store, I'm like, I can watch it now because it's going to charity.
Yeah. They need to just. I don't care what else Hasbro does. They want to mess up another franchise. Just don't mess up Pony, which they already are.
I think you just have a strong opinion.
I do have a strong opinion about Pony. Been like 12 years of this shit, man. Why are their tails like? Oh.
It's most of their tails are set on a jiggle bone, and if I'm manually grabbing it, it will lock the jiggles to whatever that point was. Mm-hmm. So it was at a point where it had swung around and then it just stuck there.
Cute.
Okay, this is Derpy. This looks so much better once you actually get this, like them following the terrain correctly and everything.
Adds a lot more character.
Yeah. But it's so much extra little work. That's why
you don't have to think about it though, at least.
No, that's why last night I went and did some of that monotonous stuff to catch up. Just put on some music and stuff because I don't want to have the video taken forever just because I needed to spend 5 hours on stream putting laser beams going in different directions. Though the nice thing is, once I actually figured out the good way to set it up, and I did that on the TIE fighters, getting all the other ships to do it actually was like seconds. It was so quick. It was pretty convenient.
Would make sure none of the derpies accidentally shoot each other.
That's one thing is all the derpies, their gunfire isn't set up to easily play with. So the shots that it matters, I'm probably going to have to go and manually fix. But a lot of these other ones, I'm going to probably just render it and see how it looks. If you really can't tell that the bullets are flying everywhere or they're tracking the gun, I'm probably not going to worry about it. Or I can just speed them up.
Super derps.
Oh, no, I can't speed it up. I determined that frame wise. It would go too fast.
That derpy got pretty close. He singed some of the hairs on the other derpy. No. It's bad. It's very bad. I'm gonna need some burn cream.
She's going to be sitting on a donut.
The franchise I was thinking about today.
Oh no.
Well,
And why?
because I was thinking about ghouls and how they don't attack other ghouls. But what if this one guy was just like so ugly it didn't attack him and he was actually upset about it?
Like upset is the key term used there.
Like he's like, wait, it's like everybody in my caravan was killed except me. Why? I don't know. And then the next day he's like, I went out again. They didn't
I'm
eat me.
immune. Actually, no, that would be an amazing talent to have.
Yes, but it would also be crazy insulting because
It's Follow Universe. Everybody's ugly.
Because like in the fourth time, he's like, "Oh come on, I'm not a ghoul," and the ghoul's just looking at him like, He's like,
Eat me.
Look, just I'm clearly not a ghoul. Just look at him. It's like I'm not convinced. So grab the ghoul. Like. It's like, look at your face. Like, this is just my face.
This is how I talk.
Yeah. I know, that'd be funny. Poor guy. He's like, he's trying to stick his head in the ghoul's mouth. Ghoul ain't buying it.
On the way home, I stopped at one of the local thrift places, and they had Fallout 3 on disc.
Ooh.
For I think it was Xbox. I can't remember if that was Xbox or I think it was 360.
I have my PC copy somewhere because I originally got that one on disc.
If you're at a thrift store and you saw a mint condition battle chest, would you pick it up?
No.
Really?
I don't think it's worth anything.
No.
It's just clutter.
I still have all the discs that came in the battle chest, but I don't have the chest itself anymore.
No, that thing was on shelf for near a decade.
Oh, it feels like more than that. It feels like more than that, but when I was, or your younger years always feel like they took longer.
Yeah. That was
It was a hell of a good deal.
It was a good deal. It was that and the orange box.
Yep, orange box is what I was gonna say.
That were like the video game packs to get. I'll still never forget the one game that disappointed me more than any other game that I ever bought. And it was EverQuest.
The MMO one?
Yeah. Because that was like the first like big MMO to ever come out. And I was so looking forward to it. I would go to the Walmart and they would have it on the shelf and I would look at it and I'd look at the art on the back and read the box and I got super hyped on it. And I kept asking my mom for it until she's like, wow, that's a pretty expensive game because it was like a $50 game.
There was no monthly fee though?
That was the disappointing part. I get it home, I get it installed on the computer, I'm all ready to play, and then it starts asking for credit card numbers and an internet connection. And I didn't have either.
Well, that's kind of on you for not reading the box.
I was like 10.
Yeah.
What do you want from a 10-year-old?
Grow the F up.
I was so sad. The games like that weren't a thing.
Well, that's why you just gotta read the... I mean, do you put stuff in your mouth without reading the ingredients?
Yes. Who doesn't?
Wow.
The weirdo who like reads the ingredients in every box of thing they eat. And big words I wouldn't even be able to like pronounce. But no, I was very, very sad because I really wanted to play that game. It looked so cool.
Did you play it?
No, I never ended up playing my first MMO.
Wait, so your mom bought it for full price and you never played it?
She took it back.
Wow, they actually took it back?
They took it back because my mom threw a fit. The kind of fit that would grab you some attention these days.
Oh, she Karen'd it?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, Michael, let them go. You're following the surface.
But it was very much we paid for a game and it's asking for more money. What kind of nonsense is that? It was very good.
The stupid robots.
Look at those derpers. Being controlled by the derpers. Those robots turned out real well.
From this angle, it's pretty unnoticeable that there's anything wrong. It's, well, a little bit. I mean, if you kind of look at, like,
And
that leg right there.
You'd really have to care more than anybody will.
I do.
Yeah, I know, but it's only gonna be you.
Oh, I actually forgot to change the value on this camera.
But like today, yes, it would be a pretty big thing on your part to not realize that you bought an MMO that requires a monthly subscription. But back then,
It's kind of assumed now.
that was like the first time it was a thing, was EverQuest. The idea that you pay $50 for a game and then you take it home and they ask for more money for the game was a foreign concept at that point. The first MMO I think I ever played was Final Fantasy XI, which was disappointing in its own way.
Okay, I think it's pretty obvious that the derpies are actually being pulled down.
That was your first also, yeah. Final Fantasy XI was just... their leveling system was broken.
Okay, that looks better. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna lock them. This will make them move much better. Yeah, my first was Space Cowboy.
Yeah, the spaceship one.
And then my second MMO was the same game. And my third MMO was also the same game.
I don't think you can have...
No, my first was Space Cowboy. Then it was Fedoi. Then it was Ace Online. All three are the same game. Just one was the American American release. Then the second was that one. They lost the contract and it went under, so we temporarily moved to the Korean play, and that was Fedoi. And then we moved to Ace Online, which was the international release that came in spring. So it's the same game exactly, but
I didn't.
But it is interesting. You know how like the best time in MMOs when you first start it, because you know like learning or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was, we actually knew the game in and out.
Yeah.
And then they re-released it, so you knew everything, but everybody was at zero. So instead of like you go and say, "I'm gonna play that game. That looks like fun," but you already have people that are way high level. Everybody is on the bum rush. So like, because they all know the super efficient ways to get everywhere, and so it's this like race against everybody. But now you're actually keeping up with them. I think there's like the healer tank class, and I think I was the second in the server to hit 82, and 82 is when you go from good to the god, and like where I can fly around a map and be like, ha ha, I'm just gonna land for a little bit and take a sandwich. I'll be back in a minute, and they still can't kill you. It was so much fun.
I think one of the things with Final Fantasy XI to that end is that they did have a bunch of players who already were super high level from Japan, and they just merged the servers when they opened up the game to the US. So you were just playing right alongside all the Japanese players who were crazy high level, had crazy amounts of money, and it created this kind of class system where in Final Fantasy XI, if you were a lower level character, you spent 90% of your time just grinding materials to sell to the higher level players so that you could eventually afford the army you needed to actually progress in the game.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like when you get into the game that's been progressed for a while, the meta's broken. Yeah. It's just not as fun anymore. That's why like Guild Wars 2, I played the crap out of that when it first came out because that was super fun. Yeah, day one. Like going into an area to fight a boss, and it was super challenging because literally nobody had gotten there yet. And so it'd be like you and one other person trying to do a group boss. And then like a month later going back to that boss, and there's like 80 people there, and they figured out how to glitch it to stand on its head so that it wouldn't move and it wouldn't attack, so they could just kill it easy. And I'm like, I remember so many distinct matches this one, like all the challenges they had to do to try to do this boss, and then nope. Yeah, MMOs are better when people aren't there. Okay, so the derpies are doing their walk thing. Is there anything I really have to do elsewise in this
Did you want
shot?
those guys shooting like lasers?
Oh
The
yeah,
Derpies are shooting
probably.
lasers.
They shoot red.
Yeah, they shoot like the bigger ships.
I'm gonna double. No,
either
no,
shoot
the
red or
bigger
green.
ships. I double checked. The big ships shoot green.
I'll just look at the Battle of Hull. I'll tell you.
Because
Or no, I thought you were looking at the Battle of Hull.
no, I get it in a sec, but
Just you probably want the original Star Wars, but I guess
there's a video here. Anyway, whatever. But I did confirm those are green. But let's see.
or add video. Oh wow, that looks really good. They really digitally enhanced it.
Well, if they recorded it on film, they can do that. They can get the original. That's fine. It's all the special effects having to completely be redone. That's got to be a bitch. Though
That's not the original.
probably not. It is red.
They redid them in CG.
Are they CG?
Those are CG.
I don't know. If they were full CG, they would have probably redone it at the new frame rate.
Because I don't think they had the red windows originally, did they? I feel like that's a CG redo.
This is 2K Ultra.
Just type in Battle of Hoth and it'll probably have one that just says the original. Or you just have the original.
It's the first DVD release.
Okay, so that would be the original. Be the second movie. Episode 5.
No, it's not 2.
No, not 2. It's very confusing.
Oh yeah, these ones aren't numbered. So
77 would be the first one.
actually, where are they? I know I got them.
Well, you have the first one there.
Yeah, it's the first one, but something was kind of goofy, and I'm like, some of the movies that I know I have, I'm not finding them. So I'm thinking that I might have missed on transferring.
Well, there's a third one. They were
Yeah, I might have to double check that.
yeah, I saw the third one.
Oh yeah, because they're not called by the straight name.
The second one, there was Empire Strikes Back, was the third one. New Hope was the first one. Return of the Jedi. No, Return of the Jedi.
No, that's still not there.
Revenge of the Sith. So go to the R's.
No, Revenge of the Sith. That's the third one. That's episode 1, 2, and 3. No, they're still not there.
No, I saw it.
No. Oh, Return of the Jedi. There we go. Yeah,
that's the third one.
yeah, for some reason these were named
Or is that the same?
weird.
Yeah.
They don't name it by Star Wars. It's The Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire Strikes. Okay, yes.
There we go.
Found it.
If you search it on Plex, it does it fine, but I have to name it by what it wants.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
Right.
One. Okay, so this is them jumping out.
I think that's a good place right there.
All right, we're gonna double check. It was.
Okay.
If they did a remaster of it,
Those are.
it's pretty close.
They're a little jankier. It is close.
No, they made the other ones lower frame rate too. No, it was red.
Okay.
I think it's
I think
fine.
the laser beam was always red. They just look.
We got those are from. They are a remaster, but not the super high def one.
Not the one where they put like the blue dancing alien.
Which it's cool having some super high def stuff, but I feel like sometimes the original video took advantage of the fact that some things weren't going to be visible, and
models.
so it just destroys some of the. Because having the lower quality, it's like an anti-aliasing that kind of makes things all blend together, which can work for cheaper graphics, but then in this, it makes it look like toys.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyways, so they are red. We'll go to. Oh yeah, they're using the same bolts over and over again.
No, he owns every one of those movies. They are in massive stacks, littered. We'll be buried within a few months.
Is that a piracy? No, it is. Well, some of them were borrowed from friends and stuff, but otherwise, yes, all these, I would say 98% of them are owned. It's
either us or our friends own them.
Pawn shops. A lot of these I spent either anywhere from the majority were $2, some were $3, some were less than $2. Because like you'd get a like for instance,
I watched half a Short Circuit last night.
Tremors 1 through 4. I got that in a box that looked like a normal DVD, and so they charged me $2 for it. So I got all 4 for $2. Some of them are in higher quality. Like I'm working on figuring out the best way to convert like this. This is a 4K. It's 50 gigs. Looks really nice, but my first attempt didn't convert it right. So I think I have to manually tell it what encoder to use. But I'm trying to reduce the file size a little bit.
Yeah, 50 gigs is a lot.
The process to rip 4K Ultra DVDs or no 4K Ultra Blu-rays is interesting, and especially for newer drives. So, but I got it working, so I'm working on it. But yeah, it's my big movie collection. It's like 300 and I think it's like 370 movies, and then I'm also working on some different TV shows. So I got like most of Adventure Time. I got most. It's I'm missing season 6. I found 1 through 10 at the one pawn shop, but not pawn shop, the thrift store, but not season 6. First 4 seasons of Futurama. First 2.5 seasons of Aqua Teen.
Have half a season.
It's because they don't sell by seasons; they sell by volume, and each volume is like 2/3 of a season. It's goofy. I got all but the final season of Breaking Bad. Chappelle Show I have all of. It's Always Sunny. Melon's actually helping me with that one. I got seasons 1 and 5 of Park and Rec. Mr. Bean we have. It's only season 1, but we got all of his stuff. Why not? Some Red vs. Blue because I own the original DVDs for that. Robot Chicken I found season 1. South Park I own all 1 through 10 except 8. And 16, though 8 we found, but it was in rough condition, so I passed. 10th Kingdom is one I keep forgetting I don't watch too, and some of The Office too. So
we can't find every time I find any ponies at the thrift places, it's always like random episodes. These are the Fluttershy episodes.
Have we ever checked to see? Do they have like a all 9 season thing?
I don't know. I've never actually seen a season box set of My Little Pony. It's always just here's a couple of episodes on a DVD, because the powers that be at Hasbro are still in the thought process that, people don't collect these. Parents buy them for a child who likes this character and says, I want these. I like Fluttershy, or I like Rainbow Dash.
Dash. So is Dash.
That's how the child talks. And then the parent buys it for him, because then if they sit him in front of it, they'll be quiet for an hour. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they exist, but I've never seen them in stores. Not once. And trust me, I'm somebody who would look every time.
Ooh,
look at that.
Finally, something with actual bones. That's awesome. That means though I have to actually lock this bolt to that. But no, I don't. I want to lock it to the head. That goes backwards. It's going to come out nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually makes that easier. So the head is. Wait, it's just the bottom ones. I'm not going to use that top one.
What would it cost just to buy all of My Little Pony?
Hey, if you did eBay, it might be better. It's then hit or miss, but So that's the head. And we're gonna we gotta lock the head of this. And first I'm gonna 0 it. And I'm gonna rename this. We're gonna call this L1. And then I'm gonna move just the root over here. Oh, that 0 the scale too? Where'd you go? Okay, that one's fine. And then, oh, it's not anywhere near it.
There's a lot of those. Here's the Applejack episodes. Here's the Rainbow Dash episode.
Yeah, but that's not what you're looking for. Because there's
I see only one thing that's even remotely close, and it's from that Bonsai site.
But this is what Plex uses for determining namings for stuff. So what I usually do is do that, and you just view all seasons, and then you can actually see what it is going to pull up as first episode, second episode. So basically with Plex, you don't have to name them, you just give it the number and it's all good. But yeah, being that if you want to have a decent quality, a DVD is probably going to have no more than 6 episodes per. I think the camera's a bit bright. No, a couple there. If it's saying 6 episodes each, you're talking sometimes 6 to 7 discs per season. If you get all 9, that's a lot.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Let's look at eBay. There are listings for box sets seasons 4 through 9 for about 100.
Yeah, I see that. I see the listing for 4 through 9 for $94.
Well, that's if you want to buy a physical. You can still go on like Amazon and buy a digital, but I don't like buying a digital movie. I don't like, because then it's like, okay, so we're gonna shut down the service. Well, what about all the stuff I bought? Per the contract that you agreed to upon this purchase, you don't actually own it. You are just purchasing the right to access it, and that's stupid. So I'm making my own
crazy,
Netflix.
but I don't think they've ever released the entire series as a single set. I think I would have to basically go on a hunt to get each individual season, and I don't see anything for seasons 1 through 3.
They could do it eventually.
I'd have to care again. Ghost fact. A ghost fact. When in a movie, you know how in movies when robots sometimes come to life, they're not actually alive, they're possessed by ghosts. So when you're watching like I Am Robot or like Short Circuit, it's a ghost movie, and that's a ghost fact. So you know, watch like what was that, the brave little toaster, and then it's just possessed. Ghosts. Thomas Tank Engine. Ghost. Don't trust an inanimate object with a face. That's all I'm saying. Ghosts.
I don't know why this bolt is being kind of goofy on its positioning.
Well, he was possessed. Well, he was definitely possessed. He shouldn't have had so much personality. Should have just been crushing trash. That's what he was programmed to do. Then he fell in love. Who else can't fall in love? Ghosts can. I'm a ghost. SpongeBob is a ghost. Well, sponges are alive. They're a living creature. Live in the ocean. He has a sponge ghost in him, but it's his. It's also just a sponge fact.
just gonna put it this year and get a little easier.
That's just body shaming now, Peak. Poor SpongeBob. Just because he's square doesn't mean he's invalid.
I don't appreciate that shape.
SpongeBob round pants.
Is that big enough?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I don't want to have these glowing though. I want to actually have it hidden. Okay, does that work? Does it actually hide? It does. Okay.
I'm actually a little surprised by this. Do you think?
Surprised by what? So there's no box set? Because it could just be that they haven't made one yet. That's a lot of episodes to go back on.
They've made them for Japan.
Well, because
they got the Equestria Girls box sets.
It could be that the cost of production to develop the whole thing, because it's economy of scale, so you have to make enough of it to make it worthwhile to sell it at the price that people are willing to pay. And while bronies would just eat it up.
Yes.
I don't know if there would be enough to get everybody.
Bronies are eating up those statues.
I don't think people really buy DVD sets as much anymore. If you release a DVD box set in like 2023, I don't think it would really happen. People want Blu-rays, and I'm guessing the cost to do an entire season like that in 1080, expensive.
But I want it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be an eventual thing, but I think it's going to be a bit before you see it.
But I want it, and I want it now.
You can watch it anytime, isn't it? Is it still on Netflix? Or do they?
No, it's all. I think only like the first season is on Netflix. It's to get people hooked, and then there's nowhere to really watch it other than like Hors or something. I don't know. Nowhere to watch it. Like, it is impressive that the entire Hasbro as a company stock like skyrocketed when they were doing My Little Pony, and plummeted after it ended.
I didn't know Bolt 1 is actually to extend the thing. That's actually nifty. This thing is still acting a little weird, but I'm gonna go with it. So is that? Oh, I gotta actually do this over time. We're gonna go over a half second.
But those places where they're illegal. I mean, I could talk about places like Yay Pony. Don't. we don't talk about Yay Pony.
Okay, is this too fast, Michael, or do you think it's fast enough? It's gonna curve, but
that was pretty fast. If you're gonna make them that fast, you gotta make them longer.
Well, let me do it like this.
They do feel kind of short.
Is that a little better for speed?
Yeah. I still think they need to be longer, though. Because the lasers that were being shot out of that thing were pretty big.
Like that?
Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, that feels better. They're kind of bouncing, but...
That I can get around, though. Okay, so these ones I'm going to copy first. And then I'm going to paste. But, oh, wait. Oh, okay, I'm going to rename these to base, because I don't want to have a modified version of some other one and then have it ruin. Oh, actually, you're going to be right base.
Well, that sounds like an option. You get the seasons you can for the $100, and then you get what you can at Shout Factory. But I feel like My Little Pony isn't one we're going to find in any kind of practical sense in a thrift store.
If you can find a decent amount, I would say that over time for different DVDs, I've probably seen a dozen.
Yeah, but they've all probably been those like random episode ones, haven't they?
No. So like the one place nearby that I was just at earlier today, they have probably 4 to 5 episode ones. And they're on the section that's normally the $3 place, but they mark kids ones as 2.
Yeah. It would take forever to get everything that way.
But if you're saying a season is, let's say,
23 episodes on average.
23 episodes, and we say let's just say 5 episodes per DVD. Actually, it's probably 4. If I had to take a guess. So let's say 4. So that would be 6 to 7. Let's say 6 DVDs per season, and that person was selling for $100. So 6 at $2, the cheapest is $12 for 5. You're looking at close to $60 something for thrifting, or spend $40 more to buy potentially even brand new, and just call it good. So.
It would be nice to have all the Pony episodes.
I keep forgetting I have the Blu-ray of the Pony movie to convert over to, and I haven't done that yet.
You've already put the DVD up there.
No.
Oh, you haven't done either one?
No, because I was going to wait. I didn't see a point until I got the Blu-ray working, but I did now. I just have to bring it over. That, and I still have Scrubs I have to do.
I realized today that the original My Little Pony movie, or the G4 My Little Pony movie, rather, the budget for that one was 4 times what Make Your Mark was.
The original?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you can tell the original was awesome. Like
Yeah,
that was an excellent movie.
I enjoyed it immensely.
I'm going to see it in theaters with like the whole Brony group. Kyle swearing when he told everybody not to,
Which is still hilarious.
It was.
I'll never forget it.
I don't know if you guys have heard that story, but I can tell it again. We went as a Brony group to the My Little Pony movie. And there was probably like a dozen of us that ended up going. And so we went to go see it, and it was like the day of release or very close to. And Kyle was at the time kind of running the group, and he told everybody, okay, everybody, be respectful. There's going to be kids in there. While want to go there and enjoy it ourselves, they are the target audience. So please be respectful and let them have their enjoyment. So don't misbehave. Don't scream at the screen. Don't swear. Just be adults. And so he's the one that says that, and then at the point where the Storm King crumbles and falls and like hits the ground and cracks into pieces, he literally like the whole theater's completely silent. I just hear Kyle go, "Oh shit." And
but it went through,
and you could hear it like echo in the room for how silent it was, and
everyone heard.
Everyone heard.
Just go, oh shit.
So he tells people don't swear, and he goes, "I just couldn't help it. Like I was super surprised. He just outright died.
That guy, they killed that guy. He's dead."
It was hilarious.
That's one of the things that some people were like, "Oh, they always redeem the villains." I'm like, no, they didn't. They killed a couple of them, or they turned a few more to stone. And it was always fun. Some of them got redeemed.
Well, it depends. Like
it depended on how cute they were, whether or not they got redeemed. Let's be honest.
Like I just picked up today the movie Crank. I don't know if you remember that one. It's about a guy who played Transporter. But
Another face.
He gets a drug in him that it's basically that he's just slowly dying because his body is slowing to a.
Talking about Crank?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know that one?
Yeah.
But it's so like at the end of that movie, it's one of the most amazing ending. I'm gonna spoil it because I mean it's like a 20-year-old.
I didn't watch it till all the way to the end.
Oh, because at the end of the movie, he literally jumps out of a helicopter with a guy, and he's dying, only surviving by like injecting adrenaline, and in the air he snaps the guy's neck, and then he's still falling, and they Jason Statham, yep. They don't try to like say like, oh, turn around. No, he literally slams into a car from like terminal altitude, bounces off, and slams across the ground, and he's just dead. That's how the movie ends, which is awesome way to end the movie with the whole lead up. But then they made a Crank 2. And they said, he survived. And I'm like, what? He fell from a helicopter like 80 stories up.
While having a heart attack.
He's dead. God, it was so stupid.
Retcon.
Yes, yeah. It was a retcon that bothered me. I never saw that movie, and it didn't matter because the first one was such a cool ending. It's normally about like, oh look, they survived and they got the girl, but no, he literally killed the guy that was effing with him and said, "Screw you." Mm-hmm. I like that. All right, so we're going to playhead this and then unlock, and I gotta. Oh, okay. So they're gonna stay. Oh, apparently I didn't think I locked those right. That actually makes sense because I was like, why is there actually showing like movement on that?
I'm trying to remember other movies where the first movie is better as long as you don't watch the second, because sometimes sequels will ruin like the canon so badly it'll hurt the original movie to know it. It does happen.
Okay, so we're gonna say they're firing right here. So that's right at this point. So we're gonna unlock.
Yeah, Tron's one.
And in. Okay, so there we go. See, that's what it should do then.
Yes.
Okay, so
many kids learned their first swear that day. You know, watching the My Little Pony movie.
The only thing I think would have made it better is like if it was like a movie of us watching where the camera shifts to the lady that looks over and just covers her kid's ears or something.
Stares at Kyle.
See, it doesn't bother me because Kyle's the one that did it, so that makes it funny. Why did it just add a? Oh, I know why. Because I technically didn't recopy these. No, that is still a double space. I think. Is it a double space? No, I'm just curious. Oh, there's a missing space. Okay. Okay, I did lock those. Okay, good. I want to make sure that these are
Hello program
locked in.
But I mean, there's already there. Well, there was ponies on the screen. Now there's just these tin cans that are dancing. I miss the ponies. There's the ponies. Oh, they're gone again. Ponies. Oh.
I want them to kind of
ponies.
I want them to like because they raised their head right there. I want it to raise their head and shoot. Okay, and then unlock.
See, that's all the pony you really need. It's just not the derpies. That's why I made the derpy show. But they missed the mark.
I don't think I'm actually going to have the cannons go backwards. Because I don't think you're going to see it. I don't even like putting the time and effort into it isn't even worth it.
What do you mean making the camera go backwards?
The cannon go backwards with the shots.
Nobody's going to notice.
Do they shoot like alternating? I'm just going to go both the same time.
I'm pretty certain it's alternating, but then I was wrong about the other one. I want a real pony. I want to be able to feel their coat, their mane for them for real. That is the curse that is on all bronies, is to want to hug a pony and never being able to. That is the curse we all share. But it's probably for the best when I think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a pony.
Yeah, there's all
I would be nice.
Think of all the cool things that people could do with it, then think about all the bad things that people could do with it.
There would definitely be like a pony leg for sale on eBay for $1 million or something. It would not be pretty. But no, I want a pony though. Nobody else can have a pony, just me, and it'll be my pony. None of you can touch it. Mine. That pony's okay. If it was a simulator, at least they wouldn't be real. Got VR ponies.
I'm gonna put right.
But it's not the same. We just need to advance technology so we can get those holodecks from Star Trek. And then I'm never going to lead the holodeck, and I don't see why anybody would.
Well, what if the power run out? I'm gonna sit there and I'll wait till it comes back.
I'll sit there and I'll lie on the ground and cry till the ponies come back.
What if the power goes out? The power goes out and like the nation's under attack.
Are the people attacking going to restore power once they win?
Probably.
Good. I'll wait for them to succeed.
But I think as soon as like they open the door and see you in your pony powers,
yeah,
they'll be like, "Yes, we need to call him."
No, this isn't what I want at all. I just want ponies. Go commit treason for ponies. Darn right I would. You tell me he's like, you'll have to destroy America. Oh, I don't want to do that. If you do, we'll give you a real life talking magic horse. Like, And then they just show it to me, and it's all happy and smiling, and it's got the big adorable eyes, and it's like,
but
go to hug it, and they're like, no.
It's just one of those like things you just go. Rrr. The horse goes. Nah.
Oh no! I want to see the pony before I like betray my country. I want to see it. I want to at least boop it once. I need some proof. I'm not gonna just.
Really? Do you need proof? You would be like, I need proof. And they're like, nope, you're just going to take in a word.
It'd be a little hard. It depends on how much betrayal they need me to do. Just be like, Bill Pony be sitting over there like, hi, Michael. Like, you're real. Down with America. Yay. Whatever you say, Happy Pony.
Do you like the Second Amendment?
Oh, no. Pony,
bad. Bad pony.
Pony, I still will hug you, but bad pony.
Michael, you should set fire to things. Well, Horse did say it.
Yeah, I mean, if a pony told everybody in this chat to set fire to things, I feel like there'd just be fires everywhere. But the ponies, they said we had to. Virtual items, holodeck physical artifacts can be interacted with. I know the Orville, they definitely real since they were able to ride the horses. Yeah, it's the same in Star Trek. And in Star Trek, sometimes the holodeck would bring things to life and it would attack the ship. It was really a problem. Happened a few times. But nobody's gonna turn off the holodecks because, I mean, we all know why. You're in space for years at a time and so you need the holodeck. I'm not gonna turn that off.
Can you elaborate?
No. It's not safe for stream. Yeah, like if your computer tried to kill you, but it was the only computer you could ever have ever again, would you destroy it or would you just be like, I'm sure we can stop it next time? we can stop it next time. I'm not destroying my computer just because it tries to kill me every year or so. Try to sparkle friendship. Friends share gasoline at matches. Yes, Twilight is wise.
I feel like I don't want you here anymore.
I'm telling you, man.
When magical horses pop up.
Yeah, no,
I'm done.
Like the magical horses will tell me what to do. I will have no control over myself. My free will have vanished. I live and die for the ponies now. Again, that's probably a good thing. Ponies aren't real. I say that, wishing they were.
That's a little high. Okay. So now that one is firing as well. This one, I'm gonna have to copy these now because I'm gonna have to time that. So I'm gonna have it fire. I want the first one to fire first, so I'm gonna have this one fire here because this was gonna be at the camera. Well, maybe not right at the camera. I'm gonna go right here.
He will break things, yes.
Okay. Okay, so you are done. These bolts are kind of annoying, but it looks so much better when you got it done this way.
Add some color.
Okay.
Really accessorizes the robots. You put like big old bows on them.
Do there.
Muffin machines.
Muffin machines? Mm-hmm. Is that what they're doing? Should I just have like they're dropping big muffins behind them?
That, yes, this would be good. The Derpies would very much be turning around though. Be like, woo! Muffins. It's very cute. My stomach, every time I drink this mead, wants to throw a fit.
Drinking mead?
I was drinking some of the maple stuff.
Oh.
Plenty of the honey stuff up there too. But, the next batch won't be ready for 3.5 weeks. No, 2.5 weeks.
That's fine. I wanted a little bit of coffee, so that's why I did.
Is that what's in there?
It's just one of the coffee.
Oh, coffee.
No, it's one of the coffee stouts.
Yes, John. He was like, so how much of that media left? Like, not a lot. We've been drinking it like crazy. It's like, you didn't age it? I'm like, no. Like, why? Because we're alcoholics, John. And there was mead.
You start making it fast enough.
And that's why I've gotten more carboys. I'm gonna have to make like. I'm gonna have to have. We need 16 gallons of mead every month. The only way to sate us.
Why is this one not quite staying in there?
Hello, Kite. Michael, it's fun to smother your roommate in his sleep. Let's do it together. It's like, I don't know, Derpy. And she's like, but Michael, don't you love me? If you love me, you would smother people. Like, this seems wrong. And then she's like, I'll let you boop my nose. And then I'll cry.
She's making herself a boot prostitute. Dude, that one fit in there. This one I'm having difficulties with.
You're not going to notice that tiny little bit.
Yeah, you will.
How?
Okay. It's not, the head's not turned that much. I thought it was going to be more easily to see. I'm only doing 2 bolts from each of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when do I want this one firing? Because a lot of this, he has his head turned. I'm actually going to, I think, purposely grab this AT-AT's head and churn it in a bit during this time, because I don't want to have it be where it's spending all of its time not aiming where I want it to be. Okay. We'll say right here.
Return shortly.
Okay, and I'll do one more with this one. And then the AT-ATs will be done. I copied them wrong. Okay. I like that you can undo, copy something and then redo everything to get you back to where you were. That's what I just did there. I copied before I did the move, and so I undid, copied the new version of it, then redid, so I didn't have to redo the movements on that one. Okay, so when does this one want to fire again? I'm gonna have it at the top of this jump here. We'll do right here. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's do a face. We can do. Let's see. We got to have some horses doing things. Have good timing too. It just finished. Those. I'm gonna put the bolts with that. What's the particles for? Oh. And we. No, I'm not gonna do any explosions. Okay. So we need to do. Let's see. What horse do we want to do stuff with? Is there an ideal horse? I think Pinky would be. Oh, what's his name? The omniscient one. Q. Pinky would 100% be Q. I mean, well, I guess you could say Discord because that kind of makes sense for the VA, but I think Pinky if we're gonna do main six. Okay, we're gonna do a. Let's see here. What horse can we load in? How many of those are left? Oh yeah, you bought like 8 of them, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought a bunch, but I think that might be less.
No, I think the one down here. Did you grab?
No, I grabbed the one upstairs.
Oh, I think there might be one down here still too.
Did buy a bunch of these because these look really good.
I think Surly's is a little better. Yeah. But we got a stupid face. And how about the stallion?
Gross.
I mean, if you don't want a stallion, we can do this one.
Also gross.
Well, what about this one?
Gross.
That one?
Why is that one a princess? And why is his hair broken?
It's the card. Why is he a princess?
Yeah,
he's wearing armor that does nothing.
He's gross.
What about this one? I'm no sorry.
Yes, I like that one. Gross. Yeah, I had a good one for a moment. Go back.
You know what the best part is? Right there. Look at the booper.
No, that's not. You can't even boop that. You break your fist on it or something. Because we'd have to punch it
What
so
about
hard your
that
fist
one?
would shatter. Gross. No, Zephyr Breeze.
What
I did like this
about
episode.
that one? No, I mean, sorry, this one.
No, wait. No.
wait, is it round? It's not
It's
round.
not round, and it's bald. I like that Coco. Coco's a good pony. It's a good horse. You should use Coco.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh no, there's no Zephyr. There's
It's a unique model. So
there's a
it's hard.
Zip.
I like Zip.
But I mean there's this one. This what's the one you want?
I wish you got better episodes.
This is the one you're looking for.
No. Gross. Very gross. Look at that. Look at that square face. No. Look, he's blind in one eye. Ampelusa. No.
If I go like,
Remember that episode that he was in where his leg was broken? That was pretty funny.
here we go.
The gay one. That is the head
There's that one too.
No, I like the times when he's a
There's
lady
this
horse.
one. Wait.
Yes,
no.
I like that horse. I like her when she's a horse.
You like she's a horse.
Sometimes she decides not to be a horse and she's not as good.
Oh, we could do a Coco. We could
She-
throw
yeah,
in Coco.
Coco's a
So how can we
horse.
abuse Coco?
No, don't abuse Coco.
No, that's what you wanted.
No, I don't want you to hurt Coco. Like,
It's like
give her some. What if Coco?
she's in
Hear
the
me on
snow.
this.
Okay, she's making a snow angel.
What if Coco was drinking cocoa? What if you had her in a nice comfy chair by a fire, drinking cocoa? Oh, yes, some good cocoa cups. It's like a teacup. Maybe she could drink some coffee, but Coco drinking cocoa. Cup. Matches her her thing. EQG detected lunch. No lunch. EQG is okay when they're ponies. You see, sometimes Peak they become ponies and they're cute. And oh, that's a big Coco. She could be in the cup. She could be in the cup. She's like the best marshmallow. You gotta watch the episode where they become ponies. Because that one's actually kind of fun. It's just the line from the Human Twilight. All of my things are horse things. I love it. She should count herself so lucky. I did like that at the very last episode of... I never watched the last episode of EQG, but I did hear that they had Sunset basically go home. Which is kind of what I always figured she was going to do, because it didn't make sense that she stayed at the high school after she was welcomed back.
Where is home? Oh, she went back to.
Yeah, Equestria.
And she has a high school education.
Yeah, she's...
No, she went there because apparently she was just freeloading off of the public school system.
Yeah.
But then as soon as she was off of that, she's like, wait, I have to get a job?
I'm just imagining Principal Celestia. So, I've noticed you've been going to this school since I started here 20 years ago. I don't think you're supposed to be here as long as me. It's like, no, I'm still definitely 17. It's like, well, we don't keep records here, so I'll just have to believe you. it's very much at sunset by the time the first Equestria Girls movie started. I stick with the headcanon that she was 35 at the start of Equestria Girls. Oh, that was cute.
Well,
You even try to type.
Okay, I wanted to get her head.
Oh, head.
You know what though? I'd be more worried about what would come up elsewise, so I'm just gonna do that.
Your own fingers were trying to protect you. Look at that.
Yeah, probably.
He's trying to pick her nose. I saw that. That's what we
what's
were trying to
going
avoid. I disagree, Peak. She is cute. Look at that horse. Not the human. Don't look at the human. The human's gross. Don't look at it. What it some weird pictures. But the horse, that horse is way too big.
I like this statue though.
That's one of the one statues I do not have. There are 3 I do not have, and there's at least one that I want. I don't have Celestia. I have Luna, but I don't have Celestia.
I'm okay with I like that picture, but the
Use the pony head.
no, because she's supposed to be in the high school.
Yeah, but she's a pony.
It just, you know what, this one might be
That's like her.
clean enough. Yeah, it's the ones where it's transparent, kind of, sort of not.
Is her hair colors even right? They feel wrong. They feel
It's close
reversed
enough.
or something.
You can probably grab it based on that.
Self-destruct sequence. Yeah,
Oh, let's go let's just go 2.
I don't remember which. I think it was like the 4th when they went to the camp. I think that was the first EQG thing I watched where it had 0 pony. None, zip, nada, no pony. And I was like, what is this?
It's
This is
Equestria
trash.
Girls.
But you're supposed to have ponies.
Well, that's
Not any
no,
good
it's
if there's no
Equestria
ponies.
Girls.
Look, Equestria Girls is passable as long as they have ponies. There was one special I did watch of Equestria Girls that introduced Wallflower, I think her name was. That was actually really entertaining. No ponies though.
Wait, so you liked something that wasn't pony?
Well, I feel like there was a little pony. I think there was a period in the special where Starlight contacted Twilight through the diary or something, and it showed Pony Twilight, but it had a little bit of pony, not a lot. There was, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was all the same writers who worked on EQG, so. But I mean, one of the things I like about Pony is, besides Pony, is the world. I mean, this was just a high school.
Yeah, it's because it was competing with other things.
Competing directly with Monster High is what they were trying to compete with. So they never put out the toys like Monster High did.
Actually.
She had her memory. In fact, Sunset acted like a pony because she had her memories erased. Yes, she showed up and she just went, nee. Yes, there you go. Perfect. Like, hello, fellow kids. I need that shirt.
With her on it?
Well, that she's a 35-year-old woman pretending to be a high schooler, sir. Be inappropriate. Break her cover.
Break her cover?
Yes. Or get me arrested, one of the two. It's like, Sunset, is that a 37-year-old man? Well, she's 35, so yes, please help. It's like, wait, what is happening?
Well, so you gotta just...
It's the only way it makes sense. I don't think I've asked yet. How is everyone doing? There's absolutely no reason that a human would need to turn into a pony just because they want to visit Equestria. However, a pony visiting our world would be modded or something. There's a reason to get turned into a pony if you're visiting Equestria world. Humans don't exist in the horse world, and that's for the better. And it should never be humans in horse world.
What's wrong with people?
People are gross. They tend to like be awful. And ponies are good. And need boops and hugs. Even the ones who did bad stuff for a bit. They were just like it was like the misunderstanding.
There we go. Okay.
Perfect. Your Photoshop skills.
I probably should just get rid of the neck completely, but and then
Whoa, fellow ponies.
I think this is I think a little goofy there.
I mean, it's shitpost quality. Perfect. Besides peak, I wouldn't mind being teleported to Equestria by accident, but I would definitely mind being transfigured into a pony. What? You don't want to be a pony, Peak?
No. Does that work for you?
Yes, that's good. That's proper shitpost. Remaining a human amongst the ponies would make it easier to communicate that I'm not from Equestria and I don't know their culture. You could just claim you're from far away, and they'd be like, "Oh, is that why you're trying to eat that cow?" No, like, don't be a pony.
There we go. We'll put this on. We're gonna put it on the Discord here.
We get to have cool hooves.
There you go. Hello, fellow high schoolers. There you go. You got your meme. You can go grab that and you can use it for anything.
It's all yours now, Internet.
It's under Creative Commons.
You very much used to be human, and not anymore. It's like you're sitting there and you're really ticked off about being a horse now. Oh yes, this is so good. He's looking at her. He's like, give me cocoa. Just want you to like feed her cocoa. Yes, it's so good. I'm very happy right now. She's way she wants things. You put marshmallows in your cocoa. Can't you like be eating marshmallows? It's like, I'm like Pac-Man. Wait. Okay, well, as long as you don't drown like the last one.
Why would I ever do that?
Because you're evil.
Thank you.
Just pass out because I see a derpy. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. Probably. It's like I keep putting marshmallows into my cocoa and something keeps eating them.
Okay, I can probably use this one. So apparently it's not color.
Robot Derpy incoming. I don't know, man. With the way AI is moving and voice replication, you could have like a little Derpy who could talk to you on your computer. A robot might be a bit much, but programming like a pony avatar that could actually hold a conversation, probably not that far down the road. Also, if you turned into a pony, what stops a human who had a bad intent or not to still have a bad intent? I don't know. When you become a horse, you just you just become happy and you don't feel like doing bad things no more, right? Is that how it works? It's just like, no, you don't want to hurt ponies anymore because you're good now. Because who would ever hurt a pony? They feed them marshmallows. You don't know the horse magics. Eek. The ancient words. Objection. The ancient magics.
She's in her.
Well, horrible things happen in Equestria all the time. That's the premise of a lot of the episodes.
That's gonna be her Coco.
No, it's just too high.
She got her nose.
Okay. Well, she gotta get in the marshmallows.
Marshmallows?
You need marshmallows in there. The ones that she can eat. She's hungry. No, not that marshmallow. She can't eat rarities.
This is what you wanted.
No, I don't want
You
to
just said this is you wanted marshmallows.
I should have known this was coming.
Jesus. He asked for something. I give him exactly what I asked for. And then he's like, God damn it. Why are you doing this?
No, for rarities, he's tiny. I feel like this is getting into weird territory now.
I didn't say she was going to be eaten. You're the one making it weird.
Oh, I wanted her to eat marshmallows. You turned the marshmallows into a horse.
Because she's a marshmallow.
She's a marshmallow horse. My foot's asleep. I'm sad. I'm all upset. You guys are like, maybe none of you should become ponies because it sounds like you want to go to Equestria, become horse, and then like be mean to ponies. It's so tiny.
Is it something wrong with the tiny horse?
No, it's fine. I don't know why she appears to be screaming.
The water is very warm.
Ponies aren't that small. They're like 3 foot tall. And I'm standing on all fours. If you go by the candy cane measurement system. Oh, that one needs air. That one's having a rough day.
She's a marshmallow.
Well, like, if you go by the candy cane, they're like 5 foot when they're standing on their hind legs and 3 foot when they're standing on all fours. Because they did one time say, there's a 7 foot candy cane. And then they had like Scootaloo with their tongue stuck to it. I remember things.
How do you not remember so much other crap? But you can remember the height of a candy cane, who was standing next to it, and what they were doing in a Hors episode.
That image is burned into my brain. It's very important for Hors measurement.
Exact as every other frame of the entire season.
I don't even need to buy it. It's all in here.
Yeah, so like Michael, you're just sitting there quietly. I'm watching episode 5, season 3. TV's not on. It is.
You just can't
There we
imagine.
go. Okay, she got her marshmallows.
And he's like, yay. It'd be cute if she was eating marshmallows, but not those marshmallows.
Oh, so you do want?
No, not those marshmallows. That's weird. Those marshmallows are no cute. No, she's drowning. No, she's drowning. Not drowning the horse.
No, she is. She's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong.
How dare you? Evil. No, Coco. Squeak your nose. Get me no. This is coming.
It's actually.
nothing I can do to stop
It's
it.
actually poop.
No, why would you say that?
Because I can make it whatever I want. See, all this is so easy. See, you called it. You go over here and you say, "This is poop."
This is not poop, it's cocoa.
This is
This is chocolate.
the number one.
No.
It's Coca-Cola
Cocoa.
and battery acid. There we go. So this is what makes it up. It's poop. The number one, number two, Coke and battery acid.
No. This is having a nice chocolate bath. That's all that's happening. And the tiny rarities are a little odd. But they're happy. Driving me to drink.
There we go. See?
She's happy. She's happy. She's with her little horse friends. She like bought the store out. She went to a place that had rarity toys, and she's just like she's playing with them in the bathtub, or Coco bathtub. She's having a good day. Yay. So happy.
You happy horses. It's a bad time with rarity. We're going to do with the rarities.
Just sniff them. No, don't eat the rarity.
No. Were you going to eat the rarity? Were you thinking about it?
Doesn't want to answer. So cute.
Yeah, she's just be popping in there.
Actually measured it. Go find the candy cane. They called the 7-foot candy cane. It's in an episode. I don't remember which one. Oh no. It was a snow episode. It might have been a winter wrap up. I think it was a
Okay, there go.
winter wrap up.
Hey, Michael.
Yes.
Michael, I'm a horse.
Yes,
I'm a horse. I'm a horse in the poop.
No,
I'm a
it's
poop.
Coco.
I love the poop.
No,
It's poopy.
it's nice.
Poopy.
No poopy.
Poopy.
Keep putting your mouth in it. It's weird if it's poopy.
It's where I was raised. My mom gave birth to me in water. Guess where? It's in sewers. It's Coco. My name is actually Coco Pumel. for poop. For poop.
Oh, you're a bad person.
Okay.
It's very cute though.
It's a very cool poop horse.
No poop. Charging, he's being mean to Coco. She's swimming in Coco. He's calling it poop, but it's not poop.
Oh, boy. Just like there's a big battle going on, and then it's like, okay, it's Coco.
She's having a good time. All right, well, because he's a bad person. I wouldn't talk to him.
The horse. I'm out of booze.
Is that what it is? Just get violent when you're out of booze. You want booze?
Yeah.
Do you want one of these, or do you want like
I just had a coffee one.
Do you want the banana?
Oh,
one?
there's a fireside in the fridge down here.
It doesn't mead, but I will get you.
No, I just had a dark beer. I don't want to have that. Booze make Argo mean. No, it's probably my dad. Look at it.
Why is there just dog meat's head on a dog meat?
Because you can replace dog meat's head, and I don't want to know where else to put it, so I just put it with him. He murdered his brother. I have a little dog meat statue, and I have the one he's got the little metal helmet on, but you can replace the head with the one without the helmet, but I don't know where else to put the head, so I just put it underneath him. It's been like that for like 3 months. Apparently Michael hasn't drank enough. He's observing things. Thank you. Well, hello. Hope you're doing well. It's actually 8 feet, not 7. Oh, so you heard wrong?
I remember 7-foot candy cane.
I'm going to have to go with 8 foot because it makes you wrong.
Twilight is never wrong, Peak. She's Twilight. It sounds to me like you see the evidence.
So you're assuming that she's wrong.
Well, now Twilight is right. She's always right. She's Twilight.
Okay, so it's 8 foot then.
If that's what she said.
No, because you said it was 7.
She didn't measure it though. She probably designed it.
Cheers, Bird.
She measures everything. She probably just walks through town with a tape measure and measures things.
Okay.
Calling Twilight a liar, Peak. Wow.
We're going to unload this map and load up the void so that I can just not finalize lighting, but figure it out. I still have to figure out one more shot with this though.
Oh, you said this one to the end.
No, like I want to figure out something before going to the Hoth, or something else on Hoth is fine too. But before showing the AT-ATs.
Go show them in a rave with a disco ball.
Just them shooting up the hot club.
Lasers and all dancing in a rave.
No, because like, see, like these work because we
Silver.
This is 2 shots for that joke. This is one here. I feel like I would like to do another one in this potential area, but I don't know what else to do. But then I feel like just going to an area to show one shot misses something. Like it's better to show 2 of something. Have one be the here you are, and then the second one be here's the joke.
You could just show them in the cafeteria with muffins on the table, and they're just shooting. Silver, you should have seen the Coco. She was in Coco, and she was very cute.
Okay, yeah, here I can do lighting now.
It's definitely a Derp story. It's the better version of Star Wars. A much better version.
There is no shadow below them.
So?
And I don't think I can. The only way to really light this correctly is to basically cover everything in light. There's, well, yeah, because even if I wanted to have like lights from around, it's still going to hit the ground in some way. I can put a negative light at the ground, but it's really hard because they're moving. Because anytime, if I don't want to hit the hooves, I would have to have it perfectly flat to the ground, but then it would probably, because they're clipping at times, be visible. Oh, actually, what I probably should do, these mountains don't match.
You don't?
Well, they're just very dark by
Well, they're
comparison.
mountains.
I know, but everything
Much
else
higher.
is away from the ground light.
Yeah, they don't get as much snow, and they're much more.
It's not snow. It's about light. The snow is getting hit by light. I'm more worried about that. They need to be brightened.
Where's the dragons?
The dragons?
Yeah, they're clearly in Skyrim. Where are the dragons?
Apparently they're coming out with a Skyrim board game.
I just want them to come out with the next Elder Scrolls game that's not the MMO.
It's going to act like Fallout board game a little bit.
The thing is, I like Skyrim. I played the heck out of it. The lore doesn't interest me nearly as much.
It's not about lore, it's about the gameplay.
But if we're talking about the game, if it's the same game, and the game Fallout was just the missions from Fallout.
This is going to have, I think, like 4 missions, and it's going to be well before the events of Skyrim or something.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the specifics on that, but
It's got Elder Scrolls has lore, and it's kind of interesting, but the Fallout lore is just far more interesting to me.
it's also, I think, it's just fitting the type of gameplay that you're looking for.
They're very similar in their gameplay. Are you talking about the board game?
No, like what you're looking for in a video game is from an aesthetic point of view.
I like how it's a parallel to our world, or a parody of Gone Wrong.
That's just, but that's kind of what.
Skyrim isn't that.
Well, no, that's punk universes. It's basically nuclear punk.
Well, I mean,
Or Atom Punk,
it's
whatever
Atom
you want to call
Punk is what it is, but it's after Atom Punk has gone wrong. Like,
But yeah, but that's what most of them are. They're always some kind of dystopian battle of something. Because mainly because,
well, the games are, yeah.
but that's also works out that way because if you're going to usually make a game about something, it usually wants combat or something wrong and fighting and whatever.
I streamed it, Fidget. I streamed Mare's Quest for a few hours one day. It was a lot of fun. There's a large enough request, I might stream it again. I never really finished the game.
I think that's as far back as I can go, but I bet you I can just take these mountains and move them forward a bit.
Mare's Quest is the perfect world because there's no stallions. Except the bad stallions.
Are they all bad?
Yes, all the stallions in that game are bad.
Are you sure you didn't help fund this game to such a degree that you're like a partial investor?
It does seem that way because the bad guys are all stallions, and you can turn them in if you can get a special power that turns them into mares, and then they're happy, not bad anymore.
I don't know why you are literally just not playing this all the time. Do you have a reason?
Because I would get exhausted and pass out.
Oh, so you do get sick of mares.
No, I'd be like giggling.
No, that's what you just said.
No, it's an exhaustion from lack of oxygen. I'd be giggling so much that I would not be able to breathe.
So you're doing it for your own health.
Mm-hmm. My home is actually the creator. It does seem like the exact game because there's legit just ponies in desperate need of boops. It's the only way to save them because if they don't get the boops, they're frozen, and you can only break the spell by booping them. And then there's another mini game where you have to cuddle horses, which is a thing. And it's nothing but mares. And they're all happy to be mares. Yes, they have scrunches that can only be cured by booping. Yes. This is a permanent scrunch face. I'm like, oh no. It's just sudden cuddles, sudden horse cuddles. No, that game is quite entertaining for what it is. Atomic Hearts game inspired by Biohazard and Fallout. Sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to the next Fallout game, whatever that is. These games look like they take a very long time to make, though.
I don't think I can actually brighten those really well. I really wish that there was some extra depth of field here. I might be able to, because as soon as the derpies pass, and they disappear, I might be able to get away with doing a focus to them.
Oh yeah, the Fallout TV show. I completely forgot about that.
Well, yeah, they are working on that, aren't they?
I think that might actually work because Fallout is a world, not really so much a singular storyline. So as long as they keep true to the world, whatever they do is fine.
It looks really good, but being that there's so much content right now on streaming platforms that is being cut and modified and changed, and like The Witcher having it where they decided to completely deviate, because you could say that, but like what if they decide that, oh well, we don't want to anger China right now and we want to sell to that market, so it wasn't China?
Then I would be upset because I just said you have to stay true to the world, and if you change that,
but that's what they could easily do that,
but they've never done that for the games, so I don't know.
Well, because at this point it's already established.
Well, then it should be just as established for the show. Should be.
Witcher, Star Wars. They can change the meta whenever they want when it comes to distributing it.
Witcher changed the meta, did they?
That's why he left. Henry Cavill left. It took a while, but eventually came out that he left because the writers and the direction of the show was pulling away from the meta of the actual writing of the books.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that, and they said, well, too bad. So he said, okay, too bad, and he left.
Good for him, actually.
Well, because
there's so many properties now, I'm pissed.
Dedicated to the lore, but I am perfectly okay with that. Like, I was super sad he's leaving The Witcher, but as soon as he said then he was going to be making content for 40K, and he was one of the people sitting in the room saying, like, pitching the idea.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
Like, to all the possible movie producers and directors in the future, if you pick up a dearly beloved series,
you can say that, but it doesn't matter to them. It's money
right now. I know it's money, but if you want to keep making money, don't piss off the fans of the property that you're.
They don't care about the fans of the property. They care
what you're gonna watch.
Yeah, and they know that even if they piss them off, they're going to watch it.
I didn't want to watch Cowboy Bebop, and I'm a huge Cowboy Bebop fan because they messed with the meta so much.
Yeah, but people still went and to see it. There are going to be people that would probably boycott, but their idea isn't about. If they want to keep people around to make a franchise out of it, then sure. But something like that, it has licensing fees and all that, and it's probably better just to do the one-off, get the huge influx, back out. Like streaming platforms, like Netflix has shown, do not benefit from anything more than 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's fine. Just don't mess it up in that 2 seasons.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, I hope not. I feel like Fallout would be a hard one to mess up.
I'm kind of glad that they are kind of like sticking to a 2-season potential like lockdown, because it always bugs me when like they're not quite sure what direction they want to go with stuff, and so then they start just writing in, forcing content in, and so I kind of like that when shows have an ending. The best shows that people remember are the ones that usually had a written beginning, a written ending, and nothing more. Like Trigun, I have fond memories of. Cowboy Bebop. They're all the best shows that I remember were because they were short, they were sweet, and they were done. And I think that's the way that more should be. Is that at 3,000? Oh. Yeah, I don't think I can
I don't know. If I had to guess, the Fallout show is gonna be in California, because that makes the most sense.
TMZ. They're gonna. Well, like the actual. I think you meant the filming of it would be in California.
I would think the setting would be in California, because that's where the first 2 games were set, and that's where the NCR and everything got their start. And you could do Necropolis and everything else.
But they've already done California.
What do you mean?
Kind of. They can do California Republic.
Well, no, the first 2 games took place in California. Fallout 1 and 2.
I don't know then. I would like to see somewhere else, but I can't think of anywhere else that's important enough.
I mean, they could do the Capital Wasteland.
Fidget
3.
Stupid Face. All right.
Boston would be, I guess, maybe. They could do, like, they could progress the story of Fallout in anticipation for Fallout 5 and actually have it. Yeah, you think it's going to be in the. I mean, I'd like to see it in the Nevada, just because I mean, a Fallout New Vegas is the best of the Fallouts in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. But if you're trying to get to the roots of Fallout, the original, like the base story, because the Brotherhood of Steel got their start in California, NCR, the Enclave, they all started right there. I mean, technically they were in other places kind of, but that's really where they got their start. And if you're doing origin stories, that's the place to start.
I'm gonna keep that and see
That
what
was
anyway.
like, I would think it'd be cool if the first like season's villain was the Master, because that would explain the super mutants and everything else.
Fidget, what do you want for Horse?
If they had Harold, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, just Fidget, do you have like just give me a horse as long as I have a model of it, or a type of horse or something.
They could use a new Volt. I think they should use a new Volt, a new person. But they should go to existing locations from the first 2 games. Familiar places.
I feel like I'll do Lunar. I think that's how I find it. Yeah. What did they do? A revamp to these? No. And I think that the more new areas that aren't in previous lore that they incorporate in, the easier it is to not piss people off.
Or you could just do the story from the first Fallout game.
No.
Then you definitely wouldn't piss people off if you stuck to it.
No, that's the thing, is you're locking yourself down.
Yeah.
No, if you keep it open to where you can try to check the boxes for hashtags that people are looking for.
If you absolutely want to hold on to the Fallout universe and not piss anybody off, the ideal location would probably be someplace like Chicago, which I kind of suspect is where the 5th game is going to take place. Because we've heard a little bit about Chicago within Fallout, where it's kind of the last holdout for the Enclave by the point of Fallout 4 and New Vegas, but we haven't heard much about it.
Okay, so we got by Horse.
Texas? Yeah, they haven't really touched Texas much.
Florida.
It's gonna just be swamp.
It's already probably flooded. Global warming from a nuclear winter, or no, a nuclear winter, I guess. I don't know, because I would think that they might flood. But Michael, okay, we got Boopy.
Let's go Batpon.
I got Batpon. What's Batpon gonna do? I know you're gonna go to the fruit.
When you asked me what, now I got a thought, and I wasn't necessarily gonna go to fruit. You need to download a model of a mango, though. No, you need a big fruit. One singular big fruit.
I don't have a model of you.
No. No, I want the big fruit. Mutant Florida man. Oh no. If I was to place a bet, I would think they'd probably end up doing it in California. But we'll see. Because if you're gonna have anybody like the Enclave or the Brotherhood of Steel or any of those or the NCR, you're gonna have to do a big fast forward from the first game. What's she doing? She chilling in her tub. This is pretty cute. I like this already. Look at her little hooves. I mean, if they did do the story from the first game and just stuck to it, I would be so happy.
They're not going to. It's
It's
not going to be easy to sell something if you're just copy pasting like things that you
it's a
already
game
have
from
done.
the early 90s, though. Most people who have watched it will have never played that game. Even huge fans of Fallout
but then
started with 3.
But then you could say like, oh well, is it going to help sell that game? Well, they've given it away for free, so
I mean, it'll help sell the next game. I don't know that's going to help sell that game.
But what they're looking for is probably the next Last of Us.
Well, isn't The Last of Us just doing the story from The Last of Us?
They've modified it a bit.
Yeah, but it's still the original story. It's still the same.
They took
players.
key moments from. Last of Us, I could see them doing that for because that is a singular story that matters. Where Fallout's a universe that matters. You don't think of Last of Us as a universe. It's very specific of the adult guy bringing the kid as a replacement for his own kid. I mean, there's more specifics to it.
There are stories in the Fallout universe, though. And if you change something and it's not the character from those stories doing those changes, people are going to call foul.
What if you need?
They would have to do it in like Chicago or something to be.
What if they get Preston Garvey going around asking for people to come help the settlement?
It just shows up. There's a settlement in trouble. It's like, who are you? Follow me. And then he immediately gets shot in the head because can't deal with that crap. He was annoying. It didn't matter how far you were through the game, how many things you completed, he would constantly bother you.
The city's on fire and destroyed, and you'd be like, "Can you come help? It's gone. It's not even there. I dropped a nuke on it. It needs help."
It's like, Gavi, I've wiped out that raider settlement 15 times now. I feel like my efforts aren't really worthwhile.
That was just kind of any video game in general like that, where it's like, yeah, I've done that mission like 17 times.
Yeah. Repeatable missions. I've never been a fan of repeatable missions. Let me actually.
When you're doing like an
finish saving
MMO of sort, I can see it.
They're not necessary. There is a point where you can just be done. It's okay to.
And that's
just
why
be
an
done.
MMO is not about being done. It's about min-maxing.
Yeah.
And then you put so much time into it that you've ran out of everything else to do in your life, and everybody's abandoned you, and you're left to be alone. So you might as well just go do your repeatables.
Yeah. Just wasn't necessary in Fallout 4 because it's not an MMO. You can just be done with all the missions in Fallout 4. Get a hydrate. Louisiana, Arkansas, mutant Bigfoot, voodoo, swamps. I could see they haven't really done one around Louisiana yet. That would be interesting. Mixing some of the lore of that region of the United States. But again, I feel like that would be better in a game. Diving into new lore anyways. She's so cute. Little bucker. You want to see Arkansas as the wasteland? Isn't it already a wasteland? Sorry to people who live in Arkansas.
How much crap I've given about Kentucky.
Yeah, you do. I can go after Arkansas. It's like, no, you guys got cows. It's cool. Got a little apple. Avoid. See, if you deal with that region, like Oklahoma, you start getting into Caesar's Legion. Because in the lore, Oklahoma's Caesar's Legion. And if you have it there, people are going to be asking, where's Caesar's Legion? They should be getting their start there. Really the whole like southern Midwest area. Got all the apples. They're only, you need a mango model.
There isn't one. I checked.
You need to make a mango model.
I'm not gonna go and make a mango model just so that you can have cutesies.
You want to make a mango model? It work?
Nope. I'm not a modeler. Why are you asking me to do models?
Mango model. If you can do anything, if you believe.
You actually have more experience on modeling, so you know what you just volunteered to do? If you want it, get it.
I could probably get it. I believe. I'm a believer in mangoes. Look at that point. You got the apples. You do stuff with bat ponies and you need mangoes. It's very important.
I'm making all this, and you know what? You're making me want to hurt the pwn because you're talking about all the other things that I have. Even when I'm trying to make something you might actually like, you're telling me I'm doing it wrong.
This. No, you're doing it good.
No, wait, no, hold on, I gotta delete it all.
No, don't delete it. It's adorable.
Jesus. Make up your mind, sir. I know this is really nice, but you know what would also be good? If you did this, because until then, it's absolute shit.
I mean, she's not wearing any socks, but...
Michael, I'm going to break every leg on her body.
No. You can cover them in warm fuzzies instead. Ah, yeah, boy. She's so happy. Get all the fruits. I can see Caesar's Legion. So yeah, they're basically Caesar's Legion, as far as I understand the lore. They basically covered a lot of the, pretty much a lot of the southern Midwestern states. North of like Louisiana, but in kind of that area. And they were basically just a bunch of warring tribes, and then one group took over all the other groups.
So essentially it's the 40K story.
It's more, I mean, kinda.
Yeah. Maybe that is Fallout. Fallout is just 40K working its way up.
Started. Shut up before Argo hurts her. Don't blame me. I want the coupon to be cute and have all the fruit. He's a good pawn. I'm gonna give her hugs, but I can't. Tis the curse. I particularly liked in Australia the bat pawns. They're just ee. Why does she look sad? Oh, now she's happy. She's content. Oh, she looks like so comfy. Oh. Cute face for 2,000 coffees instead of stupid face. You just pay for cute face.
Well, because their name was Fidget the Bat Pwn, so I thought they would like a cute bat pwn.
Well, everybody wants cute bones, and then you drown them in cocoa. Says poop. They want cutie bone. Know what they also want? Own shipping. You should add shipping face. Then people can pay for shipping and make ponies. It's like make smoochies at each other. It is Valentine's Day. I have smoochy ponies. Oh, see, Snoop. Oh, I'm so nervous. You're like, I go take these home to feed my bat pony children. Got those apples.
Is it good?
This is good, yes. Good. I mean, I'm afraid to ask for anything because you will want to hurt her. Oh.
Do you like Michael?
I don't
Do
care.
like apple?
Like apple. Apples. Oh, he's adorable.
It's better that way. Size of cuteness.
Humor fidget. Okay.
There you go. So this is. Oh, I guess the wings are kind of a little goofy. You just adjust those.
She fly. You go.
I don't know if it actually would
That looks decent.
be better closing them or not, but
That looks alright.
no, the best way to be, if you're trying to go for cute, is you want to make things uneven. So Lord. So you have this
So-
one kind of closed.
So I'm in the understanding that you are the master of cute. 1,000 hours in cute.
Yeah, the idea is people like asymmetry. So
Yeah.
if you want to make something cute, you can't just make it symmetrical. There's certain types of art that really bringing out symmetry works well. This type of thing, no, you want asymmetry. That's kind of the idea behind it. So she's just in her bucket,
Just
covered in her apples. What if we did make her sad? What if we made her?
Oh, make her sad.
No, what if we don't make her sad?
No, now she looks surprised. Before she looked concerned. I liked it when she was like, oh, now she's happy. I just like her bat pony.
But that one doing that. I like that. There's no eyebrows. That would actually be what would really help there. But actually, I probably just like it the way it was. Or maybe she's like, but there is mangoes in the other room. She's like, wait, okay, that
Wait, that one broke.
I might have modified it at some point.
Yeah. Mangoes. Don't bat ponies really like mangoes? I don't know why. They just do. Stop the bets. Stop the bets. Oh, that
It's like, but there is no mangoes.
I don't believe you. She's skeptical. I don't know how else to say it in mango. Mangoes are good.
Okay. There we go. So they got the cool horse doing the cute things. Only thing that would make it better is if like you put E over. Actually, you know what? Hold on.
If you touch one of her apples, you just go E.
Here, I have an idea.
So-
I'll do something for you.
Wait. Cute bad horse, but eating mangoes. Yes.
Oh, I just realized that bottom leg is flipping.
Yeah, a little bit. I drink all my beer. See, I'm thinking if a coffee beer works pretty well, a coffee mead should work too.
I don't think so.
I only ever see the coffee beers stouts though.
Yeah, because that's the flavor profile.
Happening. It's like, oh no, it's the green. It's coming for you. Hug the bets, hug the bets. Hmm.
Should have been. I don't think I can get this one large enough to just screen capture. The best way to work with the or get the green screen off is if you get it exactly to scale, but from what I can tell there, it was not. It was blurred on the edges, which is not what I'm looking for.
Oh, under the nose.
Yeah, it's still. I can work around it, but.
The Pat Ponies ate all the mangoes. Is that why there's no mangoes in Source? The great Bat Pony tragedy. It's like the sardines from Futurama. There's none left because they were too delicious. Being very detailed regarding this shitpost.
This is a shitpost?
Isn't it?
Is it a shitpost? I don't. You're calling this Bad Pony a shit?
No, this is a good pony. No shit.
Well, I think my favorite part about actually doing things that you do like is that anytime you start making stuff, I can just say that you're the blame for everything that goes wrong.
Yes, that's why I wanted to say a thing that was gonna be mean, but then I didn't because you would take it out on Batpone.
See, this is great because it's like I can control you.
No. Like, it's like, and what did he do? He had ponies. He used them to manipulate me into doing bad things. Like, that doesn't seem like a reason to do what you did. It's like, but the ponies, Your Honor. And I'll show them this picture and they'll be like, oh. I was like, I get it now. There's a cute pony. I would never forget. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna say things to him like when I said shit post was referring to the artist. I wouldn't say things like that because I want the pony to be taken care of.
You want me to take care of it?
No, and I want you to be nice to the pony.
I think you just asked me to take care of it. I can do that. I mean, you're getting.
No. I'm being good over here. Nice to the pony.
Okay, that should.
It's really face palm.
A little bit missing there still, but I took care of that.
Look at that horse. That horse is amazing. Why'd you make the background orange?
Because it helps stand out against the green. There, so.
This music reminds me of the coffee song meme for some reason. Coffin song meme, the dance.
There we go. So there's your bat pawn. I'm just gonna toss it on Discord. There you go.
It's making all the pictures.
Now it's a transparent image. You could do whatever you want with it.
You could give her boobs by pressing on your screen.
So there you go. Okay. Horse is gone.
No. Gone but not forgotten. All right, you're working on the video.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Derpy's actually, I think you're pretty much done.
I think what I'm gonna do though is like this leg. I'm gonna lift up a little bit. Actually, I might do that.
Notice.
I might do that with. So like, only saying it because there's a full disconnect at one point for that. Like here, it's the same thing. So it's more about just moving it so that it maintains. Even if it wobbles, that's fine. I'm more concerned about just not having a gap. Like here. So just move it a little bit. Not much, because otherwise it's going to break the rest of them.
Midget wants you to drink water. For some reason.
Yeah, that shift to the side isn't going to work. We're going to go up a little bit. Okay. Randall's points out getting cute bat pone horse. True?
gotta stay hydrated. You just want to like be healthy so you can make more bad pony.
I mean,
pictures.
I've only had one big can of beer and then like a smaller can, so I haven't really drank all that much tonight. My liver is already dead, so it can take quite a bit.
I had this beer and then maple mead with supper, and then bring it down here a bit. Probably good for a Tuesday.
Actually, you know what? If I can't, I'm probably not going to be able to do too good on. Oh, I got to try on the settings again. On the blur in the background, I'm not gonna like whatever I give it that much. What I can do is I'm gonna copy this, paste.
What do you think would mix well with mead besides tea?
Just about any fruit.
I guess I could go. Where would I get cherry juice though? I guess I could just get granada, but
Grenadine?
grenadine, yeah.
Granada?
Not granada.
You said Granada. What is Granada?
Having war flashbacks. It was a military operation or a town that a U.S. military operation took place in the 80s. Lasted a day. But that is not the same thing as grenadine.
Granada.
Phil Ken 7 fought there.
Granada.
Birdman. But it's a place. Grenadine. I could maybe do like half. I could ferment grenadine. Do like half that, half honey. Could I get enough grenadine though that it's cheap? Or could I just use grenadine as like a after sweetener? But that feels like it'd be mostly cherry if I did that. I didn't need a bunch of grenadine.
Just take pure grenadine and just make that a booze.
The yeast would die.
Because it would just drown in sugar?
It would just like, it would essentially get diabetes and see Wilfred Brimley on its way out. The yeast would not survive.
There, that helps it blend a little bit better.
I do want to try to do like a green tea too. I think that would be a little bit, it'd be very close to the standard mead, but I think there'd be a little bit of a extra body to it. I want to start using different yeast too. Because what yeast you use does make a difference.
No, it's all the same.
Well, yes, if they were the same strands of yeast.
But yeah, but you say that like honey's honey. And I've tried to tell
It's
you
not that honey's honey. It's that honey. It might as well be just all the same thing because the slight differences aren't dramatic.
it's a whole flavor difference.
Yes,
You
but
can't tell me that one works in your favor and the other one does too, but they're the same thing.
I'm saying that if you give honey from two different sources to like somebody who knows nothing about honey and you give him both of those honeys, you know what he's going to say? This is honey. Oh, and this also tastes like honey because it's honey.
Then it's use the same yeast.
The yeast does affect it.
But in the end, somebody's going to taste both and say they both taste like honey.
They're gonna say this one tastes. These both taste like alcohol. This one has a little bit more body to it because people drinking alcohol
and those people are also going to be able to probably tell a difference between two different honeys.
Yeah, but that's only because they're butts.
Well, you don't put honey in the butt.
Not supposed to.
You've done a lot of weird things when you were younger, so.
I sat on a beehive. No, that one's not true. Be funny though if it was.
I kind of want to put a destroyer just sitting there spinning in the air.
Yeah.
No, it's no, and like I know you're bringing about putting colors for him on there. No, because that implies other characters being included in here, which I don't think works. And so far, I've kept everything Star Wars except just how derpies are acting. So I don't want to modify the AT-ATs anyway. I want them to just be AT-ATs, and that's what's funny about it is that it's not ponifying everything. It's just ponifying kind of the derpy part of it.
Derpy.
You got hacked. Why'd you do that? Did you? Was it a Discord thing or on Twitch or is it kind of an everywhere thing? Discord thing, yeah. Discord has a big problem with the people that are. A lot of the times, yeah, it's kind of that way, but also Discord shouldn't have it so it's so easy for people to just click single links to get hacked, which is so stupid. There should be some kind of a prevention for something like that. Unless I'm guessing that there's a feature that's in Discord that is critical to the way that it works and the simplicity that it has, and getting rid of that or fixing that single link thing would probably break that. So,
and I'd be like sitting there like, I never get hacked. I'd never click one of those links, and then I get a link that says single ponies near you. I'll go, ooh.
I am very, very particular about clicking any link from anybody. And if I get a DM from anybody, I better have known them for a while, and it better be about something that we've already talked about or I know about. I do not click links from just people. I spend a lot of time in a chat that's a very close-knit friend group. I would instantly know if somebody got hacked.
Mm-hmm.
Discord should link your access token to your MAC address so that when your server sees the incorrect MAC address, it should deny the login token. Well, it should do like a lot of password protection software. The one thing I like about that is they give you a like I use 1Password, and 1Password has 2 passwords. So, well, which is kind of funny for their name, but you have your security token and then your actual password. And if you want to add any device new to 1Password, you have to pull your recovery token out or your security token, and it's a super long random bit of everything. Once the device has that, now that device is enabled, but you still need your password every time you want to use it. You can't just, even if somebody gets them onto my computer, they still have to know the password, but somebody can't just go and, even if they know my password, they can't just go to a device elsewhere and get access. And that security token, if I remember right, they give it to me and then it's deleted. So they don't even keep it on their side. So I have to be very careful about it myself, but it means that if they get hacked, oh well, there is literally no information there on how to get it. So,
well, hello, Jinxie Cake.
You never made a recovery token? Yeah. I don't know if they made if Discord has a recovery token thing. That I'm unsure of.
I still think it's funny.
If you fight on it, you can usually get it back, but sometimes the damage is done.
The only time I ever went through an extra effort to get extra security on anything was Blizzard, my BlizzNet account or whatever. I got one of those authenticators. That account still got hacked.
No, a lot of the 2 factors. Well, for one, 2 factors that are sent through text message are way too easy.
I actually have the device that you press the button and it gives you the code.
But a lot of those it's an extra hindrance, but one little flaw in the system, and people can bypass it. Now I like even 1Password has it where it can handle your 2-factor as well, but it doesn't feel very secure if everything, even your two-factor, is still under one house. So I keep all my two-factor under something else. And I like 1Password, I like the two-factor stuff, but does take me a while to log into some things. Like if I want to log into something that doesn't have access to my 1Password account, it is a random string of crap, and that takes extra time. But it's either to have a random annoyance every now and then, or somebody causing you a huge amount of headache because they hacked you or got stuff with you and you have to cancel your credit card. Now you got something else. I'm choosing the better of two evils.
Pro tip: all your passwords should be password. That way you never forget.
Yeah, you got to make the P capital.
Oh, that's I'm gonna forget that. That's here.
Or do Mel Gibson's luggage.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The perfect password. That scene needs more derpies.
Yeah, I just never click links. Had a buddy send me a message on Steam and then message him on Discord to see if he actually sent it. Yeah, I've done that before too. Actually, my work will send out these emails from IT that are they're IT phishing emails. They are meant for you to try to fall for a phishing scam, and if you don't click it, you'll get an email from IT about a week or two later saying you were a part of a phishing test and you passed because you didn't click the link. But if you click the link, you're sent to a page that says, "Uh-oh, you clicked the link. Naughty." But sometimes it's so bad. Like one of them, it said, because if somebody's trying to spoof, like say Microsoft, they're just going to put the Microsoft logo on there, whatever. But our company can't technically go and use those logos like that. So they like modified the colors and the name ever so slightly. So it was so obvious that it was, I was like, hi IT, like I knew it was them, but they did one not long ago that was actually really good. Like
yeah.
I looked at it and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is IT, but I actually don't know. Like it looked like a legit email that somebody would send, but also not. So, but it was definitely a phishing thing, and I figured out later it was. And they asked for feedback. That one I gave feedback on. I'm like, yeah, that was actually a good one. Like kudos, whoever came up with that one. I can't remember what it was anymore, but yeah, they send those out every couple months and just as tests and keep people on their toes.
We get phishing emails all the time at my work that actually are legit emails trying to steal our information. And I think my favorite one was like, "Hello, I am," and it was a very British sounding name. "I am blah 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 from London, United Kingdom." And I'm just like, there isn't a single person living in London who calls it London, United Kingdom. Like it's so bad.
Yeah,
like, I looked at a map and that's where they said it was.
It's usually false pronunciations or incorrect use of abbreviations that are wrong. I had made mention before that like I had to send something back to Seagate and then they gave me the shipping info back, and all of their emails from their customer service look like phishing emails. It's actually annoying because I almost deleted one of the emails that I had to respond to because it just said, "Here's your attachment." And it was the attachment. I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to block that. And then I checked, it was from Seagate, and it wasn't a legitimate attachment. It was not good. That is bad practice. That bugged me a lot. Not helping their customers, setting up bad practice for people.
Yeah. I mean, my company sends PDFs. So, I don't know.
No, sending PDF actually. If any emails that come from outside the company have a prefix put on the email subject to tell us that it's outside of our network.
Yeah.
So if somebody tries to spoof an email, it will know. But if you get sent a PDF from outside the network, you can't even open it.
Yeah.
It's impossible to open. There's a special trick you have to do it, and then when you get the file, you have to modify it again. Like there's an actual whole process you have to go to so that people can't just send a PDF. It will actually be prevented and destroyed. It's goofy.
They're very safe. They got to be very careful where you work.
Well, every company should be careful.
Yeah.
Especially as the further and further as we go along, cybersecurity is just becoming a bigger and bigger and more important thing.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Okay,
I think people are getting smarter too. So, like my grandpa who would fall for just about anything.
Okay, Derpy's hair is fine in there. So
Love you, Grandpa.
love you, Grandpa, but you have no idea what you're doing.
He's clicked on some things that have gotten him into trouble.
You get emails from Coinbase all the time, but there's always a letter that just doesn't look right, like a weird special character that's shaped like the letter is supposed to be. Well, for one, if I get an email from some place that I don't expect to get an email from, I just delete it anyway. I'm always suspicious about some of them where they put the unsubscribe button at the bottom, and somebody could. If I was a spammer, like trying to fool people and stuff, I would send an email where everything in the email is normal and legit, even links to the place for a sale going on, but be to places that are you never signed up for it, and then make the link that you want people to click the unsubscribe link at the bottom, because they're going to look at everything and it's all actually legit, and then people are going to want to unsubscribe, and that's going to be the one that gets you.
I almost fell for one of those emails one time. I think it was one trying to pretend to be PayPal. Like, somebody logged into your account. It was one of those emails, and it looked like PayPal sent it. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, click here to log into your account and enter information. I almost fell for it. I didn't.
No, it's the idea is if you get an email and you think it might be legit about anything like that, never use the link. Yeah. Go to the page through your normal means. Yeah. And find it there. They'll usually have a notification bar or messages or something. That's always the way you should do it. I had it where my my credit card was compromised. Something showed a purchase of furniture for $600 from a company in New York, and I got the message on my phone and immediately went to call my bank, and they're. But then they said, can we request a call, long wait line, so it was call back. And so I got the call back, and so they called, they asked, went through a couple of things, and they asked, can you give me your credit card number? And I said, I do not feel comfortable giving you my credit card number over the phone. And there's this pause, and he goes, did you call me or did I call you? Because they don't know. They were just waiting for a queue to go through. And I'm like, you called me. Oh, yes, that was the correct answer then. Like, no, call the number on the back of it, wait until you get connected by somebody, then it's legit. So that person was 100% on board for that. So that's also too, do not give any information to somebody that calls you. Make sure you're the one calling, even if it means, and I've done this before, you called me, this doesn't sound 100% right, can I call back at the number that I find online, like from your official website? If they say no, then there's a problem. So yeah, be the one to initiate.
More derpies.
I expect emails from them. I used the service before, so I expect real emails sometimes, but there's always that one looks a tiny bit off. And the companies are perfect, so they're going to sometimes do stuff wrong, but
yeah, I do miss
and
them.
People can spoof headers, so it doesn't even matter if it shows it coming from them. They can spoof whatever. Plus, just hover over the link. I mean, it's harder on the phone, but the link will tell you where it's going. I had Google tried to get me one time. I went to Google, I just went in the Google search bar and I typed Amazon to go to Amazon, and it didn't put .com, so it went to the search instead. And I clicked the first option that popped up. So it was their ad version. It wasn't Amazon. It was something that looked like Amazon, but it wasn't Amazon. And I wasn't logged in. And so I'm like, why am I not logged in? So I clicked the login button, and one password was like, this isn't an authorized website for this account. I'm like, what? But it's Amazon. And then I checked, and you could see the ever so slight difference in the URL. I'm like, oh. So 1Password saved me on that one, which is nice because you only add in the autofill for the very specific websites you give.
Yep.
So I locked Derpy's hair there. So I don't know if there's much I have to do more on this one. You know, it's not even just one password. And after the LastPass thing, one password actually put out a lot of very funny messages making fun of LastPass, saying, "Hey, you know what? You should change your password if you're on LastPass because these are all the things they did wrong, and that's okay because we did all this right, and this is what we do."
My work uses LastPass.
Did you change everything?
Yeah.
Did you? But they could still get your recovery password.
That's more for my boss to worry about.
Okay. No, you should have a password manager in today's society. The nice thing is too, like, I put all my normal stuff in there and it told me like these 12 accounts have all the same password. You should go and change those. And so I did. So they're all unique now. I've had my Google account hacked. I've had twice, I think, actually. I've had a lot of problems with stuff ever since I've gotten that. I think I've been using 1Pass for probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. Not a single problem, not at all. So
I am thinking right now the things they would get access to with those passwords we have on my company's LastPass, they would get access to our company's store, which give them nothing.
It's not as much about
they wouldn't have access to anything that could hurt us.
Well, you can say like there's nothing they can do, but it's not always about that information. Like, let's say somebody gets access to your Netflix account. They might be able to go in there and see the last four of your credit card number. They might be able to see your address, your name, and then or your birthday. And then they go and call your bank. And when they're asking for verification, can you give us the last four of your credit card and your birthday? Well, now they have that info.
I don't have to do my work though.
It's all about steps. It's one thing gives a little bit of information that they can use to get access to more information until they can get the mother load about everything. That's so. If something isn't a required field somewhere, don't put it.
Somebody knocks on my door. All your Derpies are legally belong to this guy now. We've come to collect. I just collapse on my knees.
I think I need to lower these Derpies. I just need to lower them a little bit. The front one is basically, I think, hitting correct, but the back ones aren't, so I'm just going to put them a little low. I'd rather have them a little low than a little high.
They all look a little high to me.
Because, like, that Derpy right there, there you go. Is kind of bouncing on air.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, the gun's kind of crossed there, so I probably can get away with it. Yeah.
These animations are torture. I just want to like go in there and huggle those bones.
Ooh.
I think that was just because where your camera was. Because it wasn't doing that before.
Oh, no. I know what it is.
Star map?
No, it's from Star Wars: The Old Republic. So I had to type in Star Wars. So this Starfield map was actually completely lit, which is stupid. And this is if you've never
Let's see if Shammy put it on again.
I have to be careful kind of where I go with this, but
You're being very careful. Like,
what the? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, good. It's only a couple at the top. So. Yeah, that's what they usually do.
His beautiful eyes.
There is a. Where is it? Oh, I'll probably call. I'm pretty sure it's here. Maybe they got rid of it or something. There was a tool that you could do before where you would take a BSP map file, any map file, and I can show you. It's just this. It's just an exe file. You just drop a BSP into it, and it will literally remove, like, partially just rip all lights from the map and dump it back in as a new map file, and at the same location with no lights at the end of it. It is super nice for just literally any map, just saying buy lights, and you now have no lights. It takes about 1 second. I love it. That's what I did here. So this map had a super bright lights. Now it is, that is the wrong one. Now it is, put those in there. Now it is all black. So.
Oh, that's cool. See the lasers.
It's a super nice function. So I think the way to automatically change maps when you go between scenes, there, yes and no. You can have it when rendering, you can, but you can't have it do it while you're working in here. So if you right click a scene and go to show an element viewer, you can actually see here map name, and it's blank. You can put a map name there. So if you look up a name or you know the name of it, you can put any map you want there, but it will do absolutely nothing by just doing that, because you have an overall map. So when I go to unload map and load map, it is giving a map override for the entire session. So to fix that, if I go to the home and then active clip, this is where you can see that overall master map. If I were to blank this, then it would default to the per shot map. So when rendering, it would actually, at the end of a shot, unload the old map, load in the new one, and render. Super, super nice during render. The problem is when you are like going between shots, any one that has a map that is not the correct map, like say you have the star map, but the other one is supposed to be the void map. When it gets to the one that's supposed to be void, it's going to be like pure white in the background. It's going to be kind of broken. You have to actually use this like change level and then the name of the map to actually physically change it while you're working in it. So while it's a nice feature, it's not really worth doing unless you really want to save time on your render, or you have a very complicated setup and you just don't want to have to deal with the multiple renders later. Feel like an all-in-one render at night. But if you're going to do it at the very end. Don't do it while you're working in it. Just use the normal override. You're already, if you want to change maps, have to go through a process. You might as well just make it the one that's built in. I made a whole there's a tutorial on YouTube that I made probably like 4 years ago or something, 4 or 5 years, no, probably 5 years ago, that covers the whole process. So, all right, but we are past 9, so we're going to be good for today. Made some decent progress, at least. I'm going to mark this one at least orange. And I think I kind of want to, I don't feel comfortable marking that one done quite yet. I want to poke at some stuff potential. Oh, I have to get rid of the lasers and stuff. So almost there. And I want to figure out one more shot, but we're almost done with this one. I'm going to try to poke at it over the next couple of days, depending on time. So otherwise, Michael.
Bones.
All right. Let's see who else is on right now.
Keep it derpy.
We got Fiora and Paleo. Paleo, is playing Pokemon. They're both playing. One's playing black and white. One's playing fire red and leaf green.
Paleo needs more people.
Yeah, Paleo does. Let's say Yeah, I think if I do that, it's not going to keep the ad playing. Yeah, it's like nope. You have to be watching, but I don't want to watch.
Watch good, amazing ads.
There we go.
Overwatch.
It's still playing now. I'm cheating.
The Overwatch watch.
Wait. If I just do this, is it?
Is that Overwatch?
Oh, okay. So is there a certain point where
I want to see what that ad's about?
on? Okay, good. As long as it's not a full screen application in front, you can still cheat it. That's
I'll
good.
never know what that game was.
So that's if you want to skip the ad, you can do that.
He's a VR guy now.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that for a while.
Last time I looked at him, he was.
How do you remember the size of a pole? You can't remember that he's a VTuber now.
When are we gonna become VTubers?
You are. You're a puppet. Chicken controls you.
I knew it.
You chicken just said that.
Yes.
All right, we'll head over there. So, but Pillar's pretty awesome. So go check him out, and we'll be back on Friday. Work on this some more, and then Sunday is definitely going to be finishing Lost in Random, and I'm going to have to see if we can plan a backup for after that because I'm pretty sure we're going to. I'm going to say probably 2 hours in, finish it. I'm pretty sure that Sixtopia is not going to be very long.
We still always do Skyrim.
No, I'm not gonna. I don't set that up a mid one. We still need to play it up. That was the next game I wanted to play, but it's just it might be difficult to try to do that same day. But thank you, Edward, for moderating. So otherwise, we will. We'll see you guys later.
You play some
Have a good one.
games.
No.
Mares.
No. Is that a Sierra game? It's kind of like a Sierra game.
If Sierra was super happy.
If only Tim Curry did voices for mares.
Yes. Oh, it's like, oh, I am a beautiful man. Yes.